Hello lads, this is Sandy and I hope you're doing great and happy Easter to everyone. Um, the reason I made this video so quickly is that we had a little discussion in one of under the comments in one of my video, and I think uh, you should hear it as well, because it really makes sense, or there are some common points. So so I bet you would like to hear it. And also I have some bonus material for you. It's the 4000th battle of mine. Wait a second, I tried to plug my keyboard again, because apparently it's not really working, or as you can see, I'm not really moving. So, yep, a silly mistake by me, but well, the team has to get on without me. So now, okay, we're good. And here we go. A little bit delayed start with T30, if you if you might say. Anyway, the discussion topic was T30 actually, and this is therefore the gameplay footage. The T30 is the new top tank destroyer for one of the TD lines in our American tank destroyer tree. So I'll be going on the right side. Actually, I wanted to stay behind this rock here. It's a solid rock. You can actually hide your hull, and this is what the Super Mutant Roshi, I'm sorry if I spelled your name wrong, actually said it T30 is a good tank if you hide its turret. Oh, sorry, hull, as it has a really strong turret. And of course, yeah, that's all true. I have nothing. Okay, I think Panther 2 is more important issue here than IS. Sorry, mate. And that's all true, but what I'm trying to say here, well, all the dispute is about T30. I say that this tank is not really good, or it's not a really good tank destroyer, and there are reasons for it. I mean, the gun is not as accurate as for Germans, but Germans are known for their accurate guns, and T30 is really soft. You are penetratable for lower tier tanks as well. I guess the T50, for example, on the opposite team, could penetrate me. And this is why I mean it's a soft tank. And it has a turret, but it's slow turret. So I really need to think ahead, you might say. Of course, it's not that slow that you're easily outrun by other heavies, for example, like KV, but you still get the meaning. I'm trying to save the E75's life there, but not doing really well here. I don't have any turbo engine. Anyway, Super Mutant Roshi stated that the T30 is badass. He also said that he has had the tank for months, and it's his favorite tank. And this is actually surprising for someone, because if you have T30 for months, it means you will already have had the T32, which was really nice. It's a tier 8, and it's a really good tier 8. What else? There are like IS3, and I think T32 is better than IS3 there on this tree. So it's a really nice tank there. I can't really see how people favor a T32 over, or sorry, T30 over T32, because it's a low profile tank. It's dealing at and pretty good damage, and the gun is quite fast. So, but T30, he loves the damage combination with the turret, meaning that the turret is really strong. It's hard to penetrate from the front, and it has a really good damage output. The maximum damage is over 900, just like the T95. Basically T95 has the same gun, it's just reloading faster, and it's more accurate. I think it should be more accurate as well. Now, the reason he says T30 is good is that you just have to know how to hide and protect your hull. Then T30 and T34 are awesome tanks, and I wouldn't agree, because the other, let's take T30 first. The other tier, or the other top tank destroyers, have the only downside that they don't have the rotating turret. And well, of course, it's a big plus for T30, because well, rotating turret is rotating turret. You don't have to move the whole tank, and you can turn your aim much faster this way. So this is the good side of T30. Also the speed, because T95 is also known as the slowest tank in the game. So these are the good sides of T30. But I'll put the video link for my friend's gameplay with T95, how he got a scout with T95. You could never do that with T30, and you really should check this video out. And this is where T95 comes into play. I mean, first of all, the front is almost unpenetratable. It has the thickest armor in the game. What the hell, E75? You really couldn't go from the other side, no? Bastardo. And it has a better gun. It has the same gun, but the gun is better because it's more accurate, and the reload time takes less than for T30, and therefore I would put T95 ahead of T30, because in games without artillery you can just rush straight on the enemies, and they can't do anything. They can just track you or shoot you with high explosive. And this is why I think that T95 is a better tank destroyer than T30 is. But of course, Super Mutoroshi, I really appreciate your feedback, your opinion, and I don't want to make you change your mind or anything. So 6 kills here. What I wanted to show here is that you can still do pretty good with T30, even if you don't believe in the tank so much. And Top Gun, of course, received 4 hits. Well, 4 hits. I lost 1100 HP, but I wasn't really careful neither, so can't really blame it here. 9 shots, 9 hits, so pretty decent battle. And let's cover the T34 or premium topics in the 4000th battle. Okay, and we're back with the topic T34 as the premium tank. And I actually also liked grinding T34. It didn't feel so terrible in the end when you had the Top Gun, etc. on you. The beginning was quite terrible and quite hard, but it doesn't really matter anymore, as the T34 is now a premium tank. And if you compare the T34 with the other premium tanks like KV5 or Löw, I think it has less quality. By the way, this Type 59 gameplay is my 4000th game in World of Tanks, so thumbs up. But T34 is shooting after every 12 something seconds, and I think I have 100% crew. I have the rammer, everything on me, so I'm doing as fast as possible. I think I might be wrong, like half second or so here, but I think it was 12 seconds. So this is also the new map that yeah, enemies hit. I would like to see the HP going down, not just hits. And second issue is Love is faster than the T34. Of course T34 is faster than KV5, which is even slower than KV itself, I think. I might be mistaken here as well, but still the damage output per minute is better for Love and KV5. They still do a decent amount of damage. They have decent penetration. I don't think it's much higher than T34's damage is, or penetration is. Or sorry, the damage might be higher, but the penetration I don't think it's much higher. And therefore their damage output per minute is better. Secondly, T34 is also a soft tank. I mean, the hull is penetratable for everyone. T50 can penetrate you easily. He doesn't have really any problem with it. Of course, there are some ways to get a great angle and bounce some shots, which is good. But this is possible with every tank, and sometimes you just get those lucky bounces, even when you just accidentally got angle. Or sometimes it's really impossible bounce, but hey, bounce is a bounce and you don't charge. So other good side is that Love has this really curvy turret, and I really like it. Sometimes I find it hard to penetrate this one, and T34 should have the known T-series turret, the turret that really is unpenetratable from the front. But this isn't true actually. You can be penetrated from anywhere next to the gun plate. I mean the peak plate in front of gun. You can be penetratable from everywhere there. Okay, so I'm in a bit problem here with this Type 59 coming up, so that I didn't notice him. It's getting some other fire as well, so I have to pull back a bit. And this makes the T34 terrible. I don't really like the tank because it doesn't make sense. It should have the turret just like the T29, for example. T29 was great tank, a great tank. I love to play it. T34 all the same. It was a really low profile. It didn't have those stupid airs like T32, sorry, T29 has. There are so many T tank names, or tank names with T, that I'm I'm afraid to mess them up. So I really hope you follow me all the way through here. And therefore also Type 59, it's really fast tank. Of course it's not bouncing as much as it bounced before, and they have really nerfed it a lot, but it's still. And the gun, of course, the gun isn't so great. It's not that accurate gun actually. You will notice it from long range shots, and the damage output per minute is still better than T34's. And this is why I don't really like T34 anymore. I think they really hurted the tank when they made it premium. Of course, making it a lower tier tank, they had to remove some HP, etc. This was all necessary. Also the damage output, or I understand why they made increased the reloading time, etc. But if I would have the amount of gold that is needed for buying a premium tank, I would not suggest buying T34, and this is my opinion. Super Mutant Roshi, I know, for example, enjoys the tank, and I don't blame him if you like the tank, go ahead, play with it, because hey, this is what World of Tanks is about. You can choose the tank you want, you can customize it with consumables, etc. This is really about you and you making the best of it. But if someone out there is looking for tips, god damn, this artillery is pissing me off. If someone is looking for tips, this is something that I really feel. There are other opinions out there, and you should listen to as many opinions or as many reasonings as possible before making your decisions. And this is my final say about the T34 or T30. So I won't go as far and say that they are useless tanks or shouldn't be played at all. No, this is not true. Of course, they're all tanks are excellent at some situations, almost all tanks. And this is something I wanted to say to you guys. And once again, Super Mutant Roshi, I really appreciate the comments. I really enjoyed someone giving some thoughts back to me, or I think you understand what I mean. So let's go to this 4000th battle of mine. So far I have been doing great. I have 7 kills. Of course, some were quite kill steals, you might say. When I was coming down the rail here, or the road here, I was afraid that it's blocked and I can't come down there. But hey, it wasn't, and I'm still alive. So being a little boss here and yelling at the M41 that shot me several times, if I'm not mistaken. Also, one thing, some have noticed it, that there are gameplays that are not live commentary but actually are recordings and with voiceover, and this is true. I really admit it. The most the most usual reason is that I can't really do live commentary for all my games, as I'm using TeamSpeak, Skype, etc. And there the bastardo is. I'm using TeamSpeak, etc. And the second issue is that sometimes when I do live commentary, I actually forgot to record my mic sound, so I actually talk all the way with myself. So these are the reasons why you see some previous recordings or replays being recorded. And to sum up the 4000th battle of mine, it was really a coincidence that it happened to be with Type 59, but it also happened to be a really great game for me. As you can see, I got Steel Wall, Top Gun, of course, because of 8 kills. Let's see, 22 shots, 20 hits. I think if I had missed one less, I would also have the sniper. 1800 experience, 86,000 credits. Of course, maybe if I should have shot more with higher HP tanks, it would have been higher. But hey. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and there are more to follow. So keep track, and once again, happy Easter. Thank you, Super Mutant Roshi, and have a nice evening.